Hey, good afternoon. This is Adam Snyder with dormroomcash.com, and today I just want to do a quick kind of recap of why article marketing is not dead. Um, you know, past couple years, people have been moving away from article marketing, going into social networking, email marketing. Marketing through their blog, things like that. I still do article marketing, and there's a reason that I do it, and it still works. And the reason it works is because I do it a little bit differently than most people. What I do, and there's probably other people that do it as well, we don't just post an article and leave it unchanged, posting it on 10, 20 different websites. We will actually spin that article so it looks like a different article altogether. And the way you do that is use spin tags. And a lot of them are like that. I'm not really good at drawing the thing. And so you'll have one sentence or whatever here, another sentence here. And so the way it comes out once you spin it is you'll either choose this one or you'll choose that one. And that's the way you do the whole article. The keys to doing it is you have to write an article that's at least 450 words. If you don't, your article might be too short that if Google or another search engine goes and checks that article and compares it to another one, they might be too similar. Another thing, you want to spin the article to at least 98%. Some people say 50% is good enough. Anything under 90, sorry about that. Anything under 95%, I will not submit. I will keep spinning it until it gets over 98%. And the reason is because unique articles count for more than a copied article. Copied articles still count for a link, but they're not as beneficial. They don't hold as much link juice, anything like that. And that's the whole point of doing article marketing, is to build backlinks and to get more traffic to whatever link you're actually linking to. Okay. Another thing, I will spin a sentence 3 times. So the way I just did this, there'll be 1 sentence, 2 sentences, 3 sentences, and that's it. Okay? So let's say I have 1 paragraph that has 2 sentences in it. Once I get done spinning it, that paragraph will have 6 sentences in it in the spun version. And then once it's spun into a regular article, it will still have 2, but it will interchange those sentences, so it still reads the same, but the words are different. Another thing I do is I'll do word spins. So if there's a word that, let's say I wrote an article or a sentence that said the dog is great, I would put maybe the puppy is good, the dog is fantastic, the dog is wonderful, what a wonderful dog, things like that. Just to get it so the message is the same, but the words are different. Okay? Another thing, you never want to, if you're going to link or you're going to submit 10, 20 different articles, you don't want to use the same anchor text because Google is smart enough, they're going to figure it out. Okay, so never use the same anchor text. If you're going to submit 10 different places, maybe use 5 different anchor texts or maybe 2 different ones. You just want it to be different. Okay, and you want to link to different pages. So like for dormroomcash.com, I'm not going to submit 20 different articles to 20 different directories, all linking to dormroomcash.com's homepage. It's a good idea to deep link, which simply means you want to, if you have an article that you wrote a couple months ago, maybe link to that one and to the homepage, or to the 2 articles that you wrote maybe a week ago and a couple weeks ago. You just want to be different, because if all your links are your homepage, it doesn't really look natural. So just keep that in mind. Something that I do that's a little bit different, I don't submit to e-zine articles. Well, okay, I do, but I don't submit to places like e-zine, Go Articles, Amazines, Article Dashboard. A lot of those that people just kind of, the articles look kind of spammy. And so what I do is I'll submit to e-zine articles and Go Articles, but then I also list the ones that have their editorial team will check them, and a lot of times my articles get denied because they're spun. But it takes me a minute to submit an article, and if I can get that link, that's great. About 90% of my links do get approved, but the other 10 don't. And it's still beneficial me to get that link and put in the work just in case, so I do it. But places I submit to, and I'll submit them like these ones in red. These are Blogger, WordPress, Weebly, Squidoo, and Go Articles. And the reason they're highlighted in red over here is because all those will go live immediately. And so all these I don't submit on day one. All the ones that don't have the red, which are e-zine articles, Buzzle, InfoBarrel, Hub Pages, and the free free library, I'll submit all those on day one. So all these ones on day one, and maybe I'll do Blogger, Go Articles, and then I'll stop there. And so then day two, I'll do Squidoo, Weebly, and WordPress. Okay? And the reason I don't submit all the articles on one day is because if all of them go live and get indexed, the chances of some of them, or Google looking at them as copied content, or the articles are too similar, then the links aren't count for as much. The one thing that I do, which I don't promote it that often, I don't actually do it on this YouTube channel. I'll actually create a YouTube video of that article. And what that means, let's say I wrote an article about dog training. All I'm going to do is come up here, stand in front of the camera. I'm not going to read the article, but I'm going to explain some of the key points. If there was, let's say, 10 tips on how to train your dog quickly, I'm going to give you those 10 tips. Maybe I'm going to grab my dog, show you a little bit on how to do it, and that's it. The video's done. Okay? So that's what you want to do, and then obviously you're going to place a link back to your website's homepage. Okay? So that way you get, right here, you get 11 links. 11 links from one article is pretty good. I can write a 450-word article in under 5 minutes. I spin it to 98%. Might take me another 15 or 20 minutes to do it. Okay, so let's say it takes me 15 minutes to spin it, and then to come up with different anchor text, it takes me another 5 minutes. So altogether I have 25 minutes into one article, and then I go and I spin it, or then I go and I will put it through a spinner. There's two spinners that I've used. I've used Jet Spinner, which is actually free, and the Best Spinner, which I think, just like it says, it is the best spinner out there. Really that's all I do as far as article marketing goes. Most people do it the wrong way, and that's why they're not getting results from it. So if you're wanting to market a Facebook page, your blog, affiliate product, whatever it may be, there's a different way to do it. You don't have to always do what the majority of people are doing, because the majority of the people are actually doing it wrong. So, hopefully you can get a little bit out of this. Just make sure you're writing, a good enough article, you're spinning it so that it doesn't look similar, and you submit it to the best places out there.